Welcome to Vansdirect, and today we're going to be taking a look in depth at this amazing Ford Ranger Wildtrak. Starting at the front of the vehicle, we've got the really aggressive and mean looking Ranger brand in there, complete with the bold centered Ford badge just right there. At the bottom we've got front parking sensors, making great use for practicality and parking. It's also complete with Ford's wraparound LED headlights, complete with LED daytime running lights as well as LED fog lights too. Working along the side of this vehicle, we've got the really striking 18-inch diamond cut wheels with really mean cross-country look tyres, mixing style and practicality. This vehicle is also a 2-litre EcoBlue diesel bi-turbo engine. We've got big chunky wind mirrors here, perfect if you're going to be using the vehicle for towing. We've also got the Wildtrak branding along the side, so there's no mistaking what this vehicle is, along with a side step for easy access in and out. You've also got keyless entry on this vehicle as well, just to make things a little bit easier for you. This vehicle also comes standard with the roof bars here. It also has privacy glass, which promotes privacy and also coolness in the summer too. It is also a double cab, so it benefits from that extra practicality too. Moving around to the back of this vehicle, we've got the really bold Ranger name here, along with the centered bold Ford badge and the Wildtrak styling too. For extra adaptability, you've got the rear view camera fitted with rear parking sensors. On this particular vehicle, we've got the optional tow bar fitted with an electric socket here, just in case you needed that as well. We can't forget, of course, that this vehicle is also a pickup. It comes fitted with a tailgate for extra practicality, and it also, another optional feature this vehicle has, is an electric roll top cover. So that's the outside of this vehicle done. Let's take a jump in the back and see what it's actually like for a passenger. Inside, we've got the really comfortable, stylish, yet practical and hard-wearing seating. We've got the Ranger Wildtrak stitching just along the seats here, and also the mats, which make it feel that little bit more special. Down here, we've got a 3-pin plug socket along with a 12-volt socket as well, just so you can charge any devices while you're on the road. Another great thing about the middle is the fact that you've got a cup holder and armrest for extra comfort. There's also very good, nice head height in here as well, nice leg room. You can comfortably fit 3 adults along this seat. The middle seat is also a very nice sized seat as well. A lot of vehicles, they are much smaller, but offering even more practicality too. I've currently got the driver's seat set to my driving position. Just for reference, I'm 5'9", and I've still got plenty of leg room, and it does feel very comfortable, even if I was to be on a longer journey. First thing that grabs your attention while sat in the driver's seat of the Wildtrak is the fact of how comfortable it is. You get a nice commanding view of the road, and it also feels very premium in here as well. Along with the really hard wearing and comfortable seats, you've got the gloss grey, you've got the Wildtrak branding along with the stitching along the soft touch dashboard. You've also got the stitching along the steering wheel as well, which just brings it together. A really nice feature about the vehicle is that you've got Ford's Sync 3 system in the centre there, which brings the vehicle to life. Ford's Sync 3 system has multiple features for you to make benefit of. For example, here we've got the AM, FM and DAB radio, so we've got all the settings here for different radio stations. Moving over onto the next section, we've got the climate controls, so you can set the heating where the fans are blowing, and you can also control the air conditioning from here as well. Moving over again, we've got the phone settings, so you can add your mobile phone and connect it. Navigation, built-in sat-nav here, so you can obviously use that to your advantage. Mobile apps are here, so this is where you control things like Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And then more vehicle settings are located towards the end, just to personalise and configure the vehicle to your preference. Moving below just the Sync 3 touchscreen, we've got manual buttons here, so we've got the controls for volume, tuning the radio. We've also got the controls for the heating again, so fan control and temperature. We've got heated seats for those cold winter days, and we're not forgetting, of course, Ford's signature heated windscreen. Working our way down again, we've got our parking sensor control, just in case you needed to turn them off. We've got traction control, and we've also got our diff lock button too. By here we've got our hill descent control too, which is good for when you're traveling off-road. This control here controls our different driving modes, so starting with two-wheel drive for your general urban driving on motorways, dual carriageways. Moving on to four-wheel drive in high modes, that will be for your general terrain like gravel, sand for example, and then moving over to four-wheel drive in low mode, which will be more for deep mud and more difficult terrain too. Moving over, we've got our auto gearbox, which makes off-roading that much more easier. We've got two large cup holders there, and we've also got your standard manual handbrake. On the left-hand side of the steering wheel, we've got the D-pad, which controls everything to do with entertainment, navigation, and phone. Moving over to the right side, we've got everything that controls everything to do with the vehicle, so you can pan through the screen to do with driving modes, along with mileage and fuel. We've got controls for cruise control and speed limiter on the right side, and moving over to the left side as well, we've got volume controls along with phone controls as well for hands-free. What I really like about the Ranger is just how easy it is to drive. I think when you look at it from the outside, it looks really big, mean, maybe quite intimidating, but actually driving it is really simple. The automatic transmission is extremely smooth. The vehicle itself, like I said, you've got great visibility. You sort of forget that you are driving a really, really big vehicle. You feel comfortable. Currently got my heated seat on. I've got my Apple CarPlay on the dash. It's got all the comforts of a car that you would expect. But at the same time, you're well aware that this is a highly capable, highly practical, and highly adaptable commercial vehicle. Another thing you really notice about the Ranger is just the visibility that you get. You've got a really nice windscreen there. You feel like you've got a nice commanding view of the road. The windows either side brings a lot of light in. You really do feel like although you're in a big, comfy truck, you really can see very well. That's it for this Ford Ranger Wildtrak. For any more information on this particular vehicle or any other vehicles in the Ford range, don't hesitate to log on to vansdirect.co.uk.